are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to work.
Huh? It's up.
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing.
Huh? But...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, in the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out.
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always...
Hey there, we've come to ask...
Oh, you mean...
Yeah, we heard that Shingo...
Yes, it's true. Wait.
We're not here to sign up, but we would like...
Oh, you've come to the right person. I actually went to... I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch.
Is Shingo really that...
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally.
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lap...
quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff?"
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's...
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
There is no escape! Flash!
The fairy!
It's my lucky day!
Quiver! Get out of here!
There's more!
Illusion shattered!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Strike! Torn to oblivion!
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Hey, listen!
Woo! Can you feel? Found your own school. Ha! So shut. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going...
Huh? Who?
He stood up! And
No, don't come any... Help!
what do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor Yohei. Your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call up. The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful.
I don't know what to tell you.
You don't know. But surely you should have more in... Yohei, I suggest you think your brother is your closest relative. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help.
But,
As you wish. It's fine by... But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother... Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. Because I was worried that if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debt.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand...
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to... So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back.
My, look, stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit.
You're right. We were wrong.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko, he fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
There is no escape!
You're toast!
Everybody stand!
I am defeated.
That was great! Excellent! Woo! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know...
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here?
Shingo, are you all right?
Yohei, I had the weirdest... I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domo. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And...
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Fair enough.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may...
Whew. Well,
All right, seems like we've wrapped up...
hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up.
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book?
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantation.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be... What do you think, Traveler? Well, when you put it that way, she has been pretty trustworthy so...
Lady Yai,
Kuroda, what are you...
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes, overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You ever...
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by every analysis. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now I have to come up with a counterplan. And you...
Huh? How is this our problem all of a...
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma is...
Wait, what just happened?
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to war. I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal...
I'll give you a hint. It's to do...
Oh, Paimon knows...
Oh, wow. You're wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would, in bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more...
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty...
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely
That means there's...
Well, I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities. The book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so... I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in it. That's right. How do you get rid of the next... So what we're going to do is smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Miko wages war. Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the...
Wait, Miko, so you want...
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an... I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork... Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they... I'll be at Uyu Restaurant.
The Yai Publishing Houses, the winner gets a huge amount of...
I'll be honest. I read light novels for the... In most traditional stories, by contrast, there's this the protagonist is a kid...
The key to a successful light novel is when to use illustrations, what good illustrations can make up for bad writing. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of the illustrations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
I've been reading light novels for a long... These days, though, everyone seems to be... The only recent book... Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are real...
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Miko.
There you are. Let me introduce... You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced Satomiya's Yai Publishing Houses. They will be teaming up with us to collect... Now then, tell me what you found out. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, quality illustrations, and lots of action. This is the... More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction...
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but For example, we know we need an...
Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace...
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration. But that would make it a completely different...
Not at all. You don't have to worry, as long as the core content is...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? Let's see what you've got. After enrollment, he said he was a bard. What kind of plot is that?
Out of a map, it just goes to show. You have to have an interesting character. The protagonist is a transfer student, new to the school, whose ordinary life is about to take a wild...
Paimon just does not see...
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experience. Thoughts from the experts?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept.
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do...
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go.
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would...
Before it came to what? What?
The bane of our existence.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do... boss, get me a plate of... Don't worry, this is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for...
Of course, everyone that takes part in the crew...
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't... Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? The protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a Geovishap hatchling. But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that So the protagonist rolled and... So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh?
I give it a 9.5. Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days. What started out as a rather... And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between...
Ugh, no integrity...
The most important thing. Great. Well, now Sato...
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas? Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience. That's fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma, one thing though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we're really going head to...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript...
Are we done then? Do you really think this...
The content is fine. Now we just need to... I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need an endorsement on a paper band around the book. She runs a regular Q&A column. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at...
Miss Hina doesn't usually, with Miss Hina getting so popular lately, but Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. May your light novel sell well.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's...
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think that...
That's right. Be confident in...
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days. Thank you all for your submission. I wish... You've all finally... Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelf.
Woohoo!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of them. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like...
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at Midnight, and your wish will come true! Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Paimon doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please!"
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Miko,
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author.
really? But it feels...
What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Ooh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone. What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look.
It's my lucky day.
Right now, right here, right now.
Flash! Let's light it up!
Going somewhere?
Strike!
Cheap tricks.
Right here. Right now.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Very.
Now you shall perish!
You win this battle.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
You're open.
Right here, right now, right here.
Watch this.
Nothing lasts forever. Come on out.
What's one more?
Emerge. Right here.
Shine down!
Bubba, get them! Eat this!
Show them. Emerge.
Quiver! I'm going in!
And over. You win this
Right here. Right
Let
now.
me try.
Emerge.
Flash! Storm the front! Inazuma shines eternal!
fall before
Come on out. Right here. Emerge.
Quiver! Everybody stand back!
Right here. A sight to behold.
you win this
Emerge, right
My
here.
lucky day! There's more!
Illusion shattered!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
I'm a fairy!
Strike!
Use this!
Right now. Emerge, right now.
Finally,
Emerge.
trouble!
Flash! Didn't see that coming. I'm going in!
I'm always watching. Right now, right here. Emerge.
Such a pain.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Whoa, it's that painting we just saw! It's turning this way along with the whole wall! It's getting eerier and scarier! What is this place?
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now, it'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirit?
Probably...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again! What the...
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you are the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits! What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war!
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! Wake up!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Toop.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Aw, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Urakusai? Miko...
Yes, we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling. It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside.
So that's how it happened.
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty but with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple...
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great...
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little...
Oh, Urakusai.
Not much. Everyone's quite content in many ways. But they still...
Don't you... When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Miko, it's been nice catching up. But I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So...
All right.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one. Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for. Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing?
You cannot be serious, Miko. You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now.
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish.
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no way out now.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join.
As if we had a... So, Miko, what exactly... Also, to be clear...
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so... But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret...
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at first, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when their energy is constant, they may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need...
All right, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to...
Okay,